Hello and welcome to this episode of 101 Sports Webcast. I'm Evan Piercy.
And I'm Jason Phillips. We have a lot planned for today, including NFL midseason awards, MLB free agency, and an early NHL recap.
But before all that, Jason and I are coming at you up and in with the 3 strikes. Traveling back in time would be awesome, right? You think, just like hop in your DeLorean, nothing would happen, no one would notice. Well, if you thought that, you're wrong. Now, a Rhode Island Pop Warner League football coach was busted for putting an 18-year-old in the game against a bunch of 13 and 14-year-olds. Jason, what do you make of this?
I have no idea what that guy was thinking. Okay, so his team was getting killed at halftime. So
Exactly.
His solution was to put an 18-year-old in a game with a bunch of 14-year-olds?
I mean, personally, I get it. Like, you look at the guy, he's rocking the man bun.
Yeah.
Tattoos. He has a full beard and tattoos. Plus, he's like twice the size of everyone else.
How did the coach think he was going to get away with this? This would be like if we went trick-or-treating with 10-year-olds.
I mean, I would love to do that personally
Yeah.
because I miss trick-or-treating, but again, you just don't do that.
No.
It's one of those things in sports. Like, you get beat, you take the loss.
Yeah.
You don't try to cheat the system by bringing in a high schooler that's probably like a senior in high school to play against a bunch of 8th graders.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's just something you don't do.
You don't do that. Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer was recently accused of mutilating stuffed animals in an attempt to motivate his team. Stuffed animals were found throughout the locker room with their throats slashed and red paint on them. Accompanying these poor creatures was a sign reading, "Fat cats get slaughtered." Zimmer has since denied these bizarre allegations. Evan, what?
I mean, it's one way to motivate a football team.
It certainly is.
It's completely bizarre and unheard of. I mean, yes, it's better than putting a bounty on players. So I'm, in that aspect, it's
But I can't figure out what he was trying to achieve by this. Is he going to walk into the locker room and be like, Sam Bradford, throw more touchdowns or Teddy Bear's going to get it?
I honestly don't know. I mean, is he taking the football players' teddy bears? Or is he going to the store biting up all the stuffed animals?
Do football players have teddy bears?
I honestly, I don't know. It's something we should ask. But no, disclaimer, no actual animals were hurt in the motivation of the Minnesota Vikings.
That's good.
So it's something we'd like to point out here. So Philadelphia was at it again, but this time instead of throwing snow, it was birds, 2 of them to be exact, right in the face of OKC's Russell Westbrook. Jason, is there something in the water in Philly that causes fans to act like this? What's going on in the city?
There has to be. There has to be. I mean, I'm not saying all Philly fans are bad, maybe about 97% of them, but we just see this all the time. These are the fans that booed Santa Claus. They cheered when Michael Irvin had a career-ending injury. You just see it all the time.
Going back, booing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Who
does that?
Seriously, who boos Santa Claus? And then throwing snow, and then, throwing 2 birds right into the face of Russell Westbrook. I mean, props on him on not getting in that guy's face.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think it's about time they really looked at the fans there and seeing if you try to come up with something to.
Yeah. There's no love in the city of brotherly love.
No love at all. 3 strikes, we're out.
But don't go anywhere because I'll be right back to hand out some NFL midseason awards.